bus left town a little past 3. Fields by the window opened quietly. A scarf on my shoulder moved with the air. The road kept unfolding with nowhere to care. Mile by mile, the day moved on, soft through the valleys, warm in the sun. Nothing was calling, nothing felt late, only the road and the turning landscape. A village went by, then faded from view. Laundry on balconies moved in the blue. A man near the driver was sleeping at ease, while sunlight kept shifting across the old seats. Mile by mile, the day moved on, soft through the valleys, warm in the sun. Nothing was calling, nothing felt late, only the road and the turning landscape. Some journeys stay without any name, a road through the country, a soft window frame. No need to remember each town passing through, only the calmness that traveled there too. Mile by mile, the light settled down, soft on the rooftops near another town. Nothing was missing, nothing felt far, only the road and the evening ahead. The bus reached the station. The sky had grown pale, and something unhurried stayed with me still. Stayed with me still. The screen door rested open to the evening in the yard, and a linen cloth was moving where the fading sunlight passed. Someone set the kettle softly on the table by the wall, while the shadows of the branches grew a little long and tall. There were voices from the kitchen and a chair upon the floor. Nothing seemed to ask for keeping, yet I still remember more. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not wish to turn the seasons or return to where they've been. I only let that peaceful evening find its way to me again. Like a window left half open when the summer air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. We would listen to the sparrows as they gathered near the trees, and the curtains in the doorway moved along the evening breeze. There were pears beside the window and a book turned face down near. Someone laughed across the hallway and the whole house seemed to hear. I have watched the years move onward through the winter and the rain, but the warmth of simple evenings has a way of staying plain. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not wish to turn the seasons or return to where they've been. I only let that peaceful evening find its way to me again. Like a window left half open when the summer air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. Some memories arrive like thunder, others enter like the air, with no warning and no sorrow, only warmth still resting there. And I know the years are moving, but they do not take away all the love that once was hidden in an ordinary day. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not ask the past to answer or the hands of time to bend. I only let its quiet music come and sit with me again. Like a window left half open when the evening air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. When the room grows still at evening and the garden fades from sight, I can feel those quiet hours still returning with the light. A bicycle leaned beside the gate. The fields were quiet, the hour was late. A narrow road ran through the green, soft in the distance, calm and unseen. Bicycle road at dusk, easy and wide. Warm air was moving alongside. Nothing was waiting, nothing to prove. Only the evening and room enough to move. The wheels turned slowly past rows of trees. A cotton shirt moved in the breeze. The town behind us faded away, and every small worry loosened that day. Bicycle road at dusk, easy and wide. Warm air was moving alongside. Nothing was waiting, nothing to prove. Only the evening and room enough to move. Some roads stay with us, quiet and clear, not as a sorrow, only as near. A little freedom under the sky, a gentle horizon passing us by. Bicycle road at dusk, still in my mind, leaving a stillness easy to find. Nothing is missing, nothing feels far. Only the evening, just as we are. Wheels grew quiet, the day settled down, and all of that calmness followed us home. Followed us home. A blue chair waited beside the trees. The orchard rested under the breeze. A basket stood there near the stone wall. The day moved slowly without a call. Blue chair by the orchard, warm in the shade. Summer moved gently and clear. A gate opened softly, then closed once more. A few fallen apples lay near the door. We spoke very little. The light settled down. The road in the distance led back to town. Blue chair by the orchard, warm in the shade. Summer moved gently through every blade. Nothing was calling, nothing drew near, only the stillness, soft and clear. Someday stay quiet, deep in the mind, leaving no sorrow, only something kind. A tree in the sunlight, a hand resting near, a moment still breathing after the years. Blue chair by the orchard, still in my mind, leaving a calmness easy to find. Nothing is missing, nothing feels far, only that summer, just as we are. The orchard grew darker, the evening came through, and somewhere inside me the old light stayed blue. The old light stayed blue. The terrace stayed quiet after 4. A folded newspaper lay by the door. Warm air moved gently across the stone. The street in the distance felt far from home. Terrace after 4, soft in the shade. Nothing was hurried, nothing was planned. We stayed for a moment, watching the day move through the silence and slowly away. glass on the table caught a little light. The roofs in the distance turned pale and bright. We spoke without effort, then rested again, while leaves near the railing moved with the wind. Terrace after 4, soft in the shade. Nothing was hurried, nothing was planned. We stayed for a moment, watching the day move through the silence and slowly away. Some hours remain simple and clear, a chair in the sunlight, a warm presence near. No reason to hold them, no need to explain. They leave a small stillness that quietly remains. Terrace after 4, still in my mind, leaving a calmness gentle and kind. Nothing is missing, nothing feels far, only that moment, just as we are. The terrace grew dimmer, the street settled down, and all of that quiet stayed softly around. Stayed softly around. The porch was quiet near the end of day. A cotton tablecloth moved in the shade. Someone left peaches beside the door. The summer air drifted across the floor. Porch light in June, soft on the wall. Nothing was needed, nothing at all. Stay for a moment here in the glow. Let the warm evening move gentle and slow. A screen door opened, then settled again. A voice from the kitchen called through the air. The road beyond us faded from view, and every small silence felt peaceful and true. Porch light in June, soft on the wall. Nothing was needed, soft summer rain. No need to hold them, no need to explain. They leave a little kindness and visit again. Porch light in June, warm in my mind, leaving a calmness the years could not hide. Stay for a moment here in the glow. Let the old feeling move gentle and slow. The porch grew darker, the road disappeared, but something within me still keeps that hour near. Still keeps that hour near. The roadside shimmered under the sun. A small cafe opened, the day had begun. A truck moved slowly beyond the old trees. Warm dust was rising, soft in the breeze. Sunlit roadside, open and clear. Nothing was heavy, nothing drew near. We let the morning carry us on, easy and steady into the sun. A basket of oranges rested outside. A dog near the doorway watched people pass by. We stayed for some coffee, then walked down the lane. The air felt lighter after the rain. Sunlit roadside, open and clear. Nothing was heavy, nothing drew near. We let the morning carry us on, easy and steady into the sun. Some days move gently, yet never feel slow. A road through the sunlight and nowhere to go. No need for answers, no reason to run. Only the feeling of warmth in the sun. Sunlit roadside, still in my mind. feels gone, easy and steady, the road carries on. The cafe grew distant, the fields opened wide, and something unhurried stayed by my side, stayed by my side. The fairground opened near the lake one Saturday in June. Red paper kites above the trees were leaning with the wind. A painted carousel went round, the organ played below. We carried lemonade and watched the colored ribbons flow. Years later, I can see it as clearly as that day. Your hat beneath the summer sky, the laughter on your face. The music crossed the water, then wandered out of view, and every turning color made the afternoon feel new. A vendor wrapped a little bell in brown and silver paper. You placed it in your coat and said, "We might remember later." The sun went down behind the tents, the lake grew dark and wide. We walked beneath the hanging lamps with music at our side. Years later, I can hear it, that bell beneath the trees, the carousel across the lake, the footsteps in the leaves. No photograph could hold it, the way the evening knew. A warm and turning summer that carried me with you. Some memories arrive in pieces, a ribbon or a tune, a paper kite above the lake one Saturday in June. They do not ask for sorrow, they brighten where they land and place an older happiness back gently in my hand. Years later, I can see it, the lamps along the shore, your shadow near the carousel, then walking toward the road. The fairground closed behind us, the lake reflected blue, and all that summer carried came quietly home with you. The little bell has lost its shine, but rings within my mind, a faded sound from long ago. mistreated kind. Dandelions grew by the railway where gravel met the grass. A train moved through the valley, then silence gathered back. He brought 2 red apples in a paper bag from town. We sat beside the crossing as daylight settled down. Dandelions by the rail, turning through the air. A whistle in the distance, your laughter resting there. The road ran home behind us, the field stretched far ahead. And golden seeds went drifting above the railway bed. A farmer closed the gate and waved before he left. Clouds beyond the hillside were etched in faded red. You spoke about September and places we might see. A seed fell on your shoulder, then floated toward the trees. Dandelions by the rail, turning through the air. A whistle in the distance, your laughter resting there. The road ran home behind us, the field stretched far ahead. And golden seeds went drifting above the railway bed. When summer warms the valley, that crossing comes to view. That crossing comes to view. We boarded near the market square as morning opened over town, and watched the painted rooftops fade while fields and rivers gathered round. Your jacket rested by the glass, your ticket folded in your hand, and every mile revealed another quiet corner of the land. The summer train kept moving through the valleys bright with grain, while sunlight crossed the carriage and the hills rolled past the window pane. I listened to the rhythm underneath the words we shared. open countryside bring easier breathing to the air. We passed a row of washing lines, a chapel and a narrow stream, and bought 2 cups of tea when evening settled at a station painted green. He pointed toward a distant road that vanished underneath the trees, and said the world looked wider when we traveled without plans or guarantees. The summer train kept moving as the western fields turned gold, while every passing village left another little story to be told. I carried home the rhythm of the wheels beneath our feet, and all the calm that traveled with us through the warm and open country. When evening trains pass far away beyond the houses where I live, I hear that steady journey and the quiet happiness it gave. The quiet happiness it gave. We found a little cafe where the vines had climbed across the glass, and watched the evening gather slowly while the warmer daylight passed. A kettle rested near the stove, 2 cups were waiting on the tray, and every leaf above us caught a softer color from the day. Tea beneath the glass roof tasted sweeter in the fading light, while every quiet word between us moved as gently as the night. The garden beyond the doorway turned to silver green and gray, and all the calm we shared together seemed to settle there and stay. The garden gate and brought the empty chairs inside, while moths began to circle near the lamps along the covered side. You folded up the paper menu and placed it near the window frame, then smiled at something small I said before the distant church bell came. Tea beneath the the glass roof tasted sweeter in the fading light, while every quiet word between us moved as gently as the night. The garden beyond the doorway turned to silver green and gray, and all the calm we shared together followed softly on our way. When summer evenings cool the glass and garden lamps begin to glow, I hear the cups placed on the tray and see the vines above us move. I see the vines above us move. The laundry lines were moving above the rooftops in the evening air, and cotton sheets were catching all the faded sunlight resting there. A woman called her children home while dishes sounded from below, and somewhere down the narrow street a summer radio played low. Sunset moved like sails above the town, while the warmer colors crossed the walls and slowly settled down. I watched the ordinary evening open wider from the roof, and felt the quiet life around me gathering into something true. Brought the flower pots inside before the air grew cool, while bicycles were leaning near the doorway of the corner school. You handed me a glass of tea and rested near the chimney wall, and neither one of us disturbed the gentle rhythm overall. Like sails above the town, while the warmer colors crossed the walls and slowly settled down. The years may change the rooftops and the voices from below, yet summer evenings such as this remain within the way I go. When daylight leaves the buildings and the first lamps start to glow, I see those sheets above the roofs and hear that distant radio. That distant radio. Silver line along the stones beside the square, and people opened folded chairs to let them dry in warmer air. A bakery unlatched its door while steam rose slowly from the street, and somewhere near the fountain came the sound of easy passing feet. Warm steps after rain were shining underneath the evening sun, while every doorway seemed to open as the cooler air moved on. I walked without a destination through the softly waking town, and heard the water from the rooftops falling lightly to the ground. Carried empty buckets to the alley by the shop, while drops remained along the leaves and gathered slowly at the top. You waited near the bookstall with your coat across your arm, then joined me by the narrow lane where all the bricks were turning warm. Steps after rain were shining underneath the evening sun, while every doorway seemed to open as the cooler air moved on. We followed where the quiet streets curved gently past the old cafe, and carried home the softened light that lingered at the end of day. Summer rain returns again and silver gathers on the stone. I hear those footsteps through the square and feel the evening leading home. The evening leading home. The evening leading home. The market signs were glowing as the afternoon began to fade, and folded canvas awnings moved above the fruit and lemonade. A woman tied a parcel while the shopkeeper swept near the door, and warm air carried voices from the stalls along the tiled floor. Orange light on Market Street moved across the square. Faces passed in easy time, music filled the air. I walked beside the open shops as evening settled near, and every little sound became behind his seat, while cafe chairs were turning toward the shade along the quiet street. You waved from near the corner where the old clock leaned above the lane, then crossed between the painted stalls before the lamps began to shine. Orange light on Market Street moved across the square. Faces passed in easy time. Music filled the air. I walked beside the open shops as evening settled near, and every little sound became a melody I could hear. The town was never silent. It breathed from door to door. A bell above the bakery, a cart across the floor. The rhythm of the evening was gentle, warm and wide, and every step along the lane fell easily in time. Orange light on Market Street rested on the stone. Voices faded one by one as people wandered home. I carried all that evening air beyond the final square, and heard the little melody continue everywhere. The final awning folded down, the lamps began to glow, and Market Street kept breathing as the summer night moved slow. As the summer night moved slow. We found a faded road map in the pocket of the car, with pencil marks around the towns we once had planned to see. The windows carried summer air across the empty road, while distant hills moved slowly through the afternoon with us. A map folded twice lay resting between your hand and mine, as every quiet turning brought another field into the light. We did not count the miles ahead or hurry toward the town. We let the road unfold beneath the calm and open sky. A roadside cafe came in view beside a row of cedar trees, where glasses cooled upon the counter and the doorway stood ajar. We shared a piece of bread and watched the buses passing through, and followed where the painted line continued toward the coast. A map folded twice lay resting between your hand and mine, as every quiet turning brought another field into the light. We did not count the miles ahead or hurry toward the town. we let the road unfold beneath the calm and open sky. Circled there were journeys we would never take. Yet all the space between those lines became a place we shared. A summer drawn in quiet turns and afternoons without a plan. A map folded twice remains somewhere among my older things, with faded marks that led me through the warmth of that remembered drive. The towns may wear another name, the road may turn another way, but every measured mile returns with ease when summer fills the air. As evening settles past the glass, the distant highway carries on, and somewhere in its steady sound, that folded map unfolds again. That folded map unfolds again. The bus left town a little past 3. Fields by the window opened quietly. A scarf on my shoulder moved with the air. The road kept unfolding with nowhere to care. Mile by mile, the day moved on, soft through the valleys, warm in the sun. Nothing was calling, nothing felt late, only the road and the turning landscape. Went by, then faded from view. Laundry on balconies moved in the blue. A man near the driver was sleeping at ease, while sunlight kept shifting across the old seats. Mile by mile, the day moved on, soft through the valleys, warm in the sun. Nothing was calling, nothing felt late, only the road and the turning landscape. Journeys stay without any name. A road through the country, a soft window frame. No need to was missing, nothing felt far, only the road and the evening ahead. The bus reached the station. The sky had grown pale, and something unhurried stayed with me still. Stayed with me still. The screen door rested open to the evening in the yard, and a linen cloth was moving where the fading sunlight passed. Someone set the kettle softly on the table by the wall, while the shadows of the branches grew a little long and tall. There were voices from the kitchen and a chair upon the floor. Nothing seemed to ask for keeping, yet I still remember more. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not wish to turn the seasons or return to where they've been. I only let that peaceful evening find its way to me again, like a window left half open when the summer air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. We would listen to the sparrows as they gathered near the trees, and the curtains in the doorway moved along the evening breeze. There were pears beside the window and a book turned face down near. Someone laughed across the hallway and the whole house seemed to hear. I have watched the years move onward through the winter and the rain, but the warmth of simple evenings has a way of staying plain. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not wish to turn the seasons or return to where they've been. I only let that peaceful evening find its way to me again, like a window left half open when the summer air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. Some memories arrive like thunder, others enter like the air, with no warning and no sorrow, only warmth still resting there. And I know the years are moving, but they do not take away all the love that once was hidden in an ordinary day. Quiet hours on the veranda, settling gently with the light. Every ordinary kindness made the smallest moment bright. I do not ask the past to answer or the hands of time to bend. I only let its quiet music come and sit with me again. Like a window left half open when the evening air is mild. Quiet hours on the veranda still can make my heart feel light. When the room grows still at evening and the garden fades from sight, I can feel those quiet hours still returning with the light. A bicycle leaned beside the gate. The fields were quiet, the hour was late. A narrow road ran through the green, soft in the distance, calm and unseen. Bicycle road at dusk, easy and wide. Warm air was moving alongside. Nothing was waiting, nothing to prove. Only the evening and room enough to move. Turned slowly past rows of trees. A cotton shirt moved in the breeze. The town behind us faded away, and every small worry loosened that day. Bicycle road at dusk, easy and wide. Warm air was moving alongside. Nothing was waiting, nothing to prove. Only the evening and room enough to move. Some roads stay with us, quiet and clear, not as a sorrow, only as near. A little freedom under the sky, a gentle horizon passing us by. Bicycle road at dusk, still in my mind, leaving a stillness easy to find. Nothing's missing, nothing feels far, only the evening, just as we are. The wheels grew quiet, the day settled down, and all of that calmness followed us home. Followed us home. A blue chair waited beside the trees. The orchard rested under the breeze. A basket stood there near the stone wall. The day moved slowly without a call. Blue chair by the orchard, warm in the shade. Summer moved gently through every blade. Nothing was calling, nothing drew near, only the stillness, soft and clear. A gate opened softly, then closed once more. A few fallen apples lay near the door. We spoke very little, the light settled down. The road in the distance led back to town. Blue chair by the orchard, warm in the shade. Summer moved gently through every blade. Nothing was calling, nothing drew near, only the stillness, soft and clear. Someday stay quiet, deep in the mind, leaving no sorrow, only something kind. A tree in the sunlight, a hand resting near, a moment still breathing after the years. Blue chair by the orchard, still in my mind, leaving a calmness easy to find. Nothing is missing, nothing feels far, only that summer, just as we are. The orchard grew darker, the evening came through, and somewhere inside me, the old light stayed blue. The old light stayed blue. The terrace stayed quiet after 4. A folded newspaper lay by the door. Warm air moved gently across the stone. The street in the distance felt far from home. Terrace after 4, soft in the shade. Nothing was hurried, nothing was planned. We stayed for a moment, watching the day move through the silence and slowly away. A glass on the table caught a little light. The roofs in the distance turned pale and bright. We spoke without effort, then rested again, while leaves near the railing moved with the wind. Terrace after 4, soft in the shade. Nothing was hurried, nothing was planned. We stayed for a moment, watching the day move through the silence and slowly away. Some hours remain simple and clear. A chair in the sunlight, a warm presence near. No reason to hold them, no need to explain. They leave a small stillness that quietly remains. Terrace after 4, still in my mind, leaving a calmness gentle and kind. Nothing is missing, nothing feels far, only that moment, just as we are. The terrace grew dimmer, the street settled down, and all of that quiet stayed softly around. Stayed softly around. was quiet near the end of day. A cotton tablecloth moved in the shade. Someone left peaches beside the door. The summer air drifted across the floor. Porch light in June, soft on the wall. Nothing was needed, nothing at all. Stay for a moment here in the glow. Let the warm evening move gentle and slow. A screen door opened, then settled again. A voice from the kitchen called through the air. The road beyond us faded from view, and every small silence felt peaceful and true. Porch light in June, soft on the wall. Nothing was needed, nothing at all. Stay for a moment here in the glow. Let the warm evening move gentle and slow. Some hours stay with us, quiet and plain. A chair by the doorway, a soft summer rain. No need to hold them, no need to explain. They leave a little kindness and visit again. Porch light in June, warm in my mind, leaving a calmness the years could not hide. Stay for a moment here in the glow. Let the old feeling move gentle and slow. The porch grew darker, the road disappeared, but something within me still keeps that hour near. Still keeps that hour near. The roadside shimmered under the sun. A small cafe opened, the day had begun. Truck moved slowly beyond the old trees. Warm dust was rising, soft in the breeze. Sunlit roadside, open steady into the sun. A basket of oranges rested outside. A dog near the doorway watched people pass by. We stayed for some coffee, then walked down the lane. The air felt lighter after the rain. Sunlit roadside, open and clear. Nothing was heavy, nothing drew near. We let the morning carry us on, easy and steady into the sun. Some days move gently, yet never feel slow. A road through the sunlight and nowhere to go. No need for answers, no reason to run. Only the feeling of warmth in the sun. Sunlit roadside, still in my mind, leaving a brightness, quiet and kind. Nothing is missing, nothing feels gone. Easy and steady, the road carries on. The cafe grew distant, the fields opened wide, and something unhurried stayed by my side. Stayed by my side. The fairground opened near the lake one Saturday in June. Red paper kites above the trees were leaning with the wind. A painted carousel went round, the organ played below. We carried lemonade and watched the colored ribbons flow. Years later, I can see it as clearly as that day. Your hat beneath the summer sky, the laughter on your face. The music crossed the water, then wandered out of view, and every turning color made the afternoon feel new. A vendor wrapped a little bell in brown and silver paper. You placed it in your coat and said, "We might remember later." walk beneath the hanging lamps with music at our side. Years later I can hear it, that bell beneath the trees, the carousel across the lake, the footsteps in the leaves. No photograph could hold it, the way the evening knew, a warm and turning summer that carried me with you. Some memories arrive in pieces, a ribbon or a tune, a paper kite above the lake one Saturday in June. They do not ask for sorrow, they brighten where they land and place an older happiness back gently in my hand. Years later I can see it, the lamps along the shore, your shadow near the carousel, then walking toward the road. The fairground closed behind us, the lake reflected blue, and all that summer carried came quietly home with you. The little bell has lost its shine, but rings within my mind, a faded sound from long ago, that time has treated kind, that time has treated kind. Dandelions grew by the railway where gravel met the grass. A train moved through the valley, then silence gathered back. You brought 2 red apples in a paper bag from town. We sat beside the crossing as daylight settled down. Dandelions by the rail turning through the air, a whistle in the distance, your laughter resting there. The road ran home behind us, the field stretched far ahead, and golden seeds went drifting above the railway bed. A farmer closed the gate and waved before he left. Clouds beyond the hillside were etched in faded red. You spoke about September and places we might see. A seed fell on your shoulder, then floated toward the trees. Dandelions by the rail turning through the air, a whistle in the distance, your laughter resting there. The road ran home behind us, the field stretched far ahead, and golden seeds went drifting above the railway bed. When summer warms the valley, that crossing comes to view. That crossing comes to view. We boarded near the market square as morning opened over town, and watched the painted rooftops fade while fields and rivers gathered round. Your jacket rested by the glass, your ticket folded in your hand, and every mile revealed another quiet corner of the land. The summer train kept moving through the valleys bright with grain, while sunlight crossed the carriage and the hills rolled past the window pane. I listened to the rhythm underneath the words we shared, and felt the open countryside bring easier breathing to the air. We passed a row of washing lines, a chapel and a narrow stream, then bought 2 cups of tea when evening settled at a station painted green. He pointed toward a distant road that vanished underneath the trees, and said the world looked wider when we traveled without plans or guarantees. The summer train kept moving as the western fields turned gold, while every passing village left another little story to be told. I carried home the rhythm of the wheels beneath our feet, and all the calm that traveled with us through the warm and open country. When evening trains pass far away beyond the houses where I live, I hear that steady journey and the quiet happiness it gave. The quiet happiness it gave. We found a little cafe where the vines had climbed across the glass, and watched the evening gather slowly while the warmer daylight passed. A kettle rested near the stove, 2 cups were waiting on the tray, and every leaf above us caught a softer color from the day. Tea beneath the glass roof tasted sweeter in the fading light, while every quiet word between us moved as gently as the night. The garden beyond the doorway turned to silver green and gray, and all the calm we shared together seemed to settle there and stay. Brought the empty chairs inside, while moths began to circle near the lamps along the covered side. You folded up the paper menu and placed it near the window frame, and smiled at something small I said before the distant church bell came. Tea beneath the glass roof tasted sweeter in the fading light, while every quiet word between us moved as gently as the night. The garden beyond the doorway turned to silver green and gray, and all the calm we shared together followed softly on our way. When summer evenings cool the glass and garden lamps begin to glow, I hear the cups placed on the tray and see the vines above us move. I see the vines above us move. The rooftops in the evening air, and cotton sheets were catching all the faded sunlight resting there. A woman called her children home while dishes sounded from below, and somewhere down the narrow street a summer radio played low. Sunset move like sails above the town, while the warmer colors cross the walls and slowly settle down. I watched the ordinary evening open wider from the roof, and felt the quiet life around me gathering into something true. neighbor brought the flower pots inside before the air grew cool, while bicycles were leaning near the doorway of the corner school. You handed me a glass of tea and rested near the chimney wall, and neither one of us disturbed the gentle rhythm overall. Laundry lines at sunset move like sails above the town, while the warmer colors cross the walls and slowly settle down. The years may change the rooftops and the voices from below, yet summer evenings such as this remain within the way I go. When daylight leaves the buildings and the first lamps start to glow, I see those sheets above the roofs and hear that distant radio. That distant radio. A silver line along the stones beside the square, and people opened folded chairs to let them dry in warmer air. A bakery unlatched its door while steam rose slowly from the street, and somewhere near the fountain came the sound of easy passing feet. Warm steps after rain were shining underneath the evening sun, while every doorway seemed to open as the cooler air moved on. I walked without a destination through the softly waking town, and heard the water from the rooftops falling lightly to the ground. Florist carried empty buckets to the alley by the shop, while drops remained along the leaves and gathered slowly at the top. You waited near the bookstall with your coat across your arm, then joined me by the narrow lane where all the bricks were turning warm. Steps after rain were shining underneath the evening sun, while every doorway seemed to open as the cooler air moved on. We followed where the quiet streets curved gently past the old cafe, and carried home the softened light that lingered at the end of day. When summer rain returns again and silver gathers on the stone, hear those footsteps through the square and feel the evening leading home. The evening leading home. The evening leading home. Signs were glowing as the afternoon began to fade, and folded canvas awnings moved above the fruit and lemonade. A woman tied a parcel while the shopkeeper swept near the door. Warm air carried voices from the stalls along the tiled floor. Orange light on Market Street moved across the square. Faces passed in easy time. Music filled the air. I walked beside the open shops as evening settled near, and every little sound became a melody I could hear. A boy rode past with flowers balanced carefully behind his seat, while cafe chairs were turning toward the shade along the quiet street. You waved from near the corner where the old clock leaned above the lane, then crossed between the painted stalls before the lamps began to shine. Orange light on Market Street moved across the square. Faces passed in easy time. Music filled the air. I walked beside the open shops as evening settled near, and every little sound became a melody I could hear. Was never silent, it breathed from door to door. A bell above the bakery, a card across the floor. The rhythm of the evening was gentle, warm and wide, and every step along the lane fell easily in time. Light on Market Street rested on the stone. Voices faded one by one as people wandered home. I carried all that evening air beyond the final square, and heard the little melody continue everywhere. The final awning folded down, the lamps began to glow, and Market Street kept breathing as the summer night moved slow. As the summer night moved slow. marks around the towns we once had planned to see. The windows carried summer air across the empty road, while distant hills moved slowly through the afternoon with us. A map folded twice lay resting between your hand and mine, as every quiet turning brought another field into the light. We did not count the miles ahead or hurry toward the town. We let the road unfold beneath the calm and open sky. A roadside cafe came in view beside a row of cedar trees, where glasses cooled upon the counter and the doorway stood ajar. We shared a piece of bread and watched the buses passing through, and followed where the painted line continued toward the coast. A map folded twice lay resting between your hand and mine, as every quiet turning brought another field into the light. We did not count the miles ahead or hurry toward the town. We let the road unfold beneath the calm and open sky. Wide and several roads we circled there were journeys we would never take. Yet all the space between those lines became a place we shared. A summer drawn in quiet turns and afternoons without a plan. A map folded twice remains somewhere among my older things, with faded marks that led me through the warmth of that remembered drive. The towns may wear another name, the road may turn another way, but every measured mile returns with ease when summer fills the air. As evening settles past the glass, the distant highway carries on, and somewhere in its steady sound, that folded map unfolds again. That folded map unfolds again.